Hi, I'm Hasini Nissangaratchie and this is my final assessment for MPU subject Creativity and Innovation. Have you ever felt your heart drop because your screen suddenly said no internet connection? I have. Last semester, during a clinical case discussion, our lecturer uploaded important patient imaging files online. The entire class tried to open it and the Wi Fi froze. That moment wasn't just frustrating, it was stressful because in medicine, timing matters. And that's when I realized something. Wi Fi on campus is not just a convenience, it is the oxygen of modern education. Today, I want to share how we discovered that the real solution to campus Wi Fi problems isn't buying more routers, it's solving contradictions. The real problem. When we started our project, we didn't jump to solutions. We listened. Students told us Wi Fi is slow in hostels at night. Online exams lag. Zoom disconnects during presentations. I can't access medical databases when I need them. But what stood out wasn't the technical complaints, it was the emotion behind them anxiety, frustration, and academic pressure. For medical students, especially, unstable internet can delay access to research articles, simulation tools, and digital diagnostic systems, and that affects learning quality. So, the real problem wasn't just slow Wi Fi, it was unreliable digital access in a university that depends on digital learning. Now, why is this happening? We investigated further. Here's what we found. Too many users connected at peak hours, limited bandwidth distribution, poor signal zoning, router interference. Naturally, the first instinct is just add more routers. Sounds simple, right? But that's where we discovered something interesting. Adding more routers increases signal strength, but it also increases signal interference, which actually reduces stability. And that's when we realized we were facing a contradiction. In innovation, a contradiction means when improving one thing makes another thing worse. We wanted to increase speed, but that worsened network stability and signal interference. So we asked ourselves instead of compromising, what if we eliminated the contradiction? That's where trees came in. TRIZ is a problem solving methodology developed from studying thousands of global inventions. And one of its core principles is this: innovation happens when we resolve contradictions, not when we accept trade offs. Now let's look at how we used the TRIZ matrix. Using the TRIZ matrix, we analyzed what are we improving? Speed and signal strength. What is worsening? Stability and interference. The matrix suggested inventive principles like segmentation, dynamization, prior action. Let me explain simply. Instead of increasing power everywhere, we segmented the campus network into zones. Instead of fixed bandwidth allocation, we proposed dynamic bandwidth distribution based on user density. Instead of reacting to congestion, we suggested optimizing bandwidth before peak hours. We stopped thinking more power, we started thinking smarter design. Next, we'll look at the prototype and testing. We simulated optimized router placement and dynamic allocation models before peak hour congestion, uneven bandwidth, and lag spikes were there. After applying tree based zoning and smart distribution, we saw a more balanced network load, reduced congestion during peak hours, and improved average speed stability. Was it perfect? No. Some high density hostel areas still needed infrastructure upgrades, but the system became smarter, not just stronger, and that is a major difference. So, our big idea is this: a smart adaptive campus Wi Fi system, not just hardware expansion, but intelligent network management that segments zone based on usage patterns, dynamically adjust bandwidth, predicts peak hours using usage data, and reduces interference through smart configuration. It's not about more routers, it's about smarter routers. Why this matters? This connects directly to SDG 4, quality education. Digital access is no longer optional. In medicine, engineering, business, everything is online. If Wi Fi fails, learning slows. If learning slows, innovation slows. And if innovation slows, progress slows. Reliable digital infrastructure supports educational equity. Every student deserves equal access to digital resources, not just those sitting near a strong signal. Now imagine taking this further. AI based network monitoring, real time adaptive bandwidth, predictive congestion control, expansion to smart campus ecosystems. This model could scale to other universities. It could even be adapted to hospitals, where real time data access can affect patient outcomes. Innovation doesn't stop at Wi Fi, it starts there. Now, let me leave you with this thought. Innovation is not about adding more, it's about thinking differently. We didn't fix Wi Fi by increasing power, we fixed it by resolving contradictions. So, next time you face a problem, don't ask, how do I add more? Instead, ask, what contradiction am I ignoring? Because innovation begins where problems collide, and sometimes the strong signal comes from the smartest solution. Thank you very much.